Welcome to Gothenburg. Let's explore this beautiful town. This is a walk through the places you have to visit while here in Gothenburg, at least for the first day. So let's head out and let's see why these places are so interesting. And if you want to walk the trip with me, then down in the description I will link to the entire walk. So make sure that you follow along if you're in Gothenburg. Otherwise, enjoy the beautiful sights of Gothenburg. Our first stop is on the Gotha Square. This square was founded during the World's Fair on Gothenburg's 300th anniversary, and it was back in 1923. Yeah, it's an old square, but still a beautiful square that you must visit, especially with that statue right there. I'll tell you more about it in a moment, and make sure you stay tuned because I got plenty of more interesting places you must see while here in Gothenburg. But let's sit down and talk about the statue right there. The statue right behind me is the statue of Poseidon. The closeness to the sea makes this the ideal statue and favorite of the city because of the protection of people of the sea, and this city has so close ties to the sea throughout its entire history. And it was created by Carl Mill, a Swedish sculptor, back in 1931. Yeah, it wasn't ready for the World's Fair, unfortunately, but they got it here after as a beautification of this square. And what makes this square so special? Well, this square has the art museum, the big building right up there. It is a big, beautiful building. We got the concert hall, and we got the big theater. So we've got three major cultural institutions right at this square, which makes it so great. But let's head on to the next place because there are so many more beautiful sights I need to show you here in Gothenburg. On the way to the next spot, we are here at Kingsgate Avenue, a road inspired by the Viennese Ring Road and the Champs-Élysées in Paris. It is, well, in local tongue, it's the avenue because, well, it is just an avenue. It is here where you find the shops, it's here where you find the name brand stores, it is here where you find the fancy restaurants, and it is originally named after the gate that was here, the gate to the city, which was the King's Gate, one of them. It stretches all the way up from Gotha Square down to the moat. It is, well, it's a place you have to visit while here in Gothenburg. Situated in the center of the city, you will find the beautiful Garden Society. Unfortunately, the greenhouse is closed today because of renovations, but that won't hold me back from enjoying the beautiful scenery in this entire park. And it is definitely worth a stop. Walking through the park gives you a sense of calm, situated right next to a little river and fairly close to the central station, and it is on the way to our next spot, which will come in a moment. But first, let me tell you how old this park is. The garden is from 1878. It is driven by a society. It is a volunteer organization, and yet it's not volunteer because they are paying for people to do the stuff. So it's a bit complicated, but it's the Scandinavian society culture that's at play here. Furthermore, this park is renowned for its great rose garden with over 1,200 different kind of roses. So make sure that you spot the rose garden while you are here, and let's head for the next spot. Quick side note, if you know the Alfons Åberg or Alfie Atkins, then there is the museum for him right behind me. It's called a culture house, but definitely worth a visit if you have kids along. But let's head out and see some more of this beautiful town. if you by now feel a little peckish on this walk, Saluhallen has great deals on food, and there's small restaurants, there's small shops with snacks, there's real food stuff in there. It is such a great place to do a rest stop. Otherwise we will head on to the next location, which is a big church. After a quick food stop, it's time to visit the first church of Gothenburg, right behind me. It was built back in the early 1600s. More precise, 1633, yeah. Furthermore, this was not this one. This one is rebuilt after a great fire in the 1700s. So this is from 1722, yes. And it is definitely worth going in there. It is a beautiful traditional church. It is the Scandinavian grandeur. It is clean designs. It is a white church. It is really a symbol of Scandinavian grandeur. So I warmly recommend that you walk in there, enjoy the calmness. And it is fairly calm in that building. There's no sound, almost no sounds. You only hear people walking and a few whispering in the corners. Let's head for the next point, which should, I promise you, will also be interesting. And there's one more church, so make sure you stay tuned to see why that is so different from this one. We have stopped here at the Haga church because it's a prime example of a neo-Gothic, well, church building style. It is from 1859 and was christened on the first day of Advent. Yeah. Could it be more holy? No. It's still in the center of Gothenburg and is situated in the Haga neighborhood. The Haga neighborhood is known for its, well, ambience. This 1700s style ambience. It has beautiful buildings, and apparently they're in the middle of working on something right behind me, so this is the first time I get to record this because there's too much noise. Hopefully, if you are walking here, it will not be as noisy and they will be finished with the work. Otherwise, all around the entire construction site, there is beautiful street art, which is so worth it. So yeah, I warmly recommend that you get by this Haga church. Unfortunately, we cannot get in there because it's closed today. It should be so beautiful on the inside. You might experience that. Otherwise, well, I hope to get back and show you the church another time. So make sure you're subscribed and have clicked that bell notification icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And let's head for the next spot. Just a few meters from the Hagen church you will find the walking street of Hagen. It is where you find the cozy shops, the handcrafted items, the antique items and the great cafes. So it is a great place to well, end your first walking trip. And if you want to explore more of Gothenburg with me, check out this video right here where I explore more of Gothenburg. And I'll be seeing you right over there, so I'll be looking forward to seeing you in this video. Click it now. Now.